The joy in winemaking for me thus far, the work of shepherding the grapes from the piece of earth that they came from to a barrel and then to a bottle. Making wine itself is enriching because you have the chance to witness your work directly.
When I was growing up and we would come down here, it was an extremely dangerous area. Many years later, I had come down here for an unrelated music purpose. When I went into the warehouse, I noticed that there was this incredible view of the Statue of Liberty and all this amazing waterfront property, and was really drawn to the neighborhood since then. And I think that Brooklyn really made the most sense because it afforded a connection between the access of New York City and the winemaking process. I think historically out in Long Island, there's an industry, but it's very disconnected from what's happening in the city. This became a good access point for people that were actually interested in winemaking and wine production and wanted to be part of it.
As far as I know, it's the only working winery in the boroughs, meaning we actually buy the fruit, process the fruit.
This is our first vintage. We have worked with 5 vineyards out in Long Island. From a basic standpoint, truck pulls up with grapes, we unload the grapes. We then hand sort each cluster to make sure that we're getting a consistency in the ripeness and the quality of the fruit. Any fruit that has any mildew or rot issues, or that seems underripe in comparison with the rest of the block, is discarded. The crusher destemmer removes the berries from the stems. The stems come out one side, the berries come out the bottom. At that point, depending on whether they are red or white grapes, if they're white grapes, they go into a press. The juice gets pressed into tank and then fermented. With red grapes, the whole or crushed berries get put into a vessel and then they're fermented from that point.
We have a number of very convenient modern machines here to help us in the process of winemaking. One of the important machines is a mechanical press. It's important that it's mechanical and then it's gentle because it makes it easier on one's hands and feet since you're not pressing them by hand. It's also good for the grapes because it's possible in some respects to press the grapes more gently when you have a machine because you can press them evenly, whereas if you crush them with your hands or with your feet, some parts will get crushed really hard and some not as much, so it's a gentle, even pressure.
People have been very supportive. They've made this property possible, and people in the community have come and helped with harvest. They're really interested in being involved with things that happen in the neighborhood, and it's a very community-friendly operation.